Good afternoon, and welcome to Straight Talking with Kelly, where real conversations happen. This is where you'll meet some of the most intelligent, talented, and creative people who come to share tips, resources, and knowledge on various topics. My guests come from various industries. Today, I would like for you to join me for episode number 50 with Linda Bertaut. She's an international chakra psychic, a Reiki master, and an award-winning esthetician. Welcome, Linda.
Hi, Kelly. It's so exciting to be with you again
This is going
in
to
a
be,
new format. This is our first time on podcast.
yes, absolutely. It's going to be wonderful. I'm really excited about being able to have people hear you talk about how you heal out of balance bodies. However, before we get into that, let me read a little bit about your bio. So,
Okay.
Linda is an international chakra psychic, a Reiki master, teacher, and an award-winning esthetician. She mentors those who are broken to heal from depression and anxiety to become healers themselves with her Heal the Healer method. She hones in on your energy vibration to see where you are out of balance, what it means, and the methods to use to heal. Your customized session also includes a chakra and gemstone card reading and energy makeover healing. Linda helps you to discover more about who you are and why you are here. She can focus on specific issues or conduct a general reading. So you're going to do a little bit of something on me today too, right?
I am.
Yeah, I'm excited. Okay, Linda, before we get into learn a little bit more about your chakra and Reiki and how these are methods that you heal out of balance bodies, out of balance bodies, I'd like to walk down memory lane with you.
I'd love
So
that.
we met like in the early 90s. We were both image consultants and we were with the organization called IICI, and I'm hoping it's like International Console Industry. And it was
I think
started by,
International Image. Oh gosh, isn't that terrible?
what
I
I
know
got,
the
right, anyways, but it was a phenomenal organization started by Marilee Montefiore, who actually had probably one of the best image consultant organizations that I've actually witnessed even to this day, because it was very inclusive of everybody.
Yes.
And Marilee actually took me under her wings and she taught me how to become an image consultant. So that's a whole nother podcast for sure. So, but Linda, you not only were you and I members in that organization, but you also taught phenomenal makeup classes, beginning and advanced. And I actually took your makeup classes. And then I also had you
Oh,
as a guest speaker when I taught at City College in the fashion
that's
department.
true.
So
Yes.
what are some of the things that you remember? What do you remember?
Oh, wow. It was an incredible time. You know, Marilee was very good at creating an inclusive type of group, but also very professional.
Yeah.
And I had come from being in the fashion industry for 10 years. And then I took a course on image consulting. And it was during that course that I discovered doing makeup on someone. And it was like that missing link for me. I really wanted to make a difference in people's lives. I love transformation. I've been doing makeover since I was 4, you know, on my cat and then my dogs and my trolls. So that's always been in my blood. But that first time I did makeup and I saw the twinkle in my client's eye after she saw herself and she just looked really radiant. It's like, that's it.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
really how I got into the industry, you know, got my esthetician license and then somehow met Marilee and you and other people were there. And it was just so fabulous.
Yeah, we had a great group. And then we were actually with some of the founding members of the image industry, Bobby Jean
True,
Thompson.
true.
Uh, yeah, so, and then I think about Susie Whitworth Morris,
Uh,
Sylvia Montgomery, Donna Fuji. I
right.
mean, it was just so many of us. Oh my God, that was such a wonderful time. So,
True.
Linda, can you give me a little bit of your background, where you were born and raised, and the schools you attended?
Oh, well, that's a little tough because I grew up in the Air Force. You know, my dad joined the Air Force and I got to see the world. So we moved 30 times when I was growing up until the
Oh,
age of 18.
Wow.
And it was a great experience. I had to learn to make friends, new friends, every place we went. And it really got me out of my shell. So that was the beginning. And I think I only went to 12 schools though. Given all the times that we moved, do you think
Okay,
I
that's
would have
not
gone to
bad.
more schools?
30 times
But
moving in 12 schools, not bad.
that was not too bad.
Yeah, yeah. So, Linda, your company is called Chakralicious, and you are
Hmm.
known for Reiki and gemstone healing, right? And
Hmm.
helping others heal from depression. And you're also an advocate for suicide prevention. What's your
Yes.
why? What is your why? Why do you do this?
Well, when I was growing up, my mother had trouble adapting to new places, and she started to suffer from bouts of depression when she was, well, probably when I was 11. And then it became severe depression for her that seemed to be constant. And she attempted suicide twice when I was 12, and I caught her. And that's when I decided as a 12-year-old, I'm going to save my mom. I'm going to do whatever I can to make her happy and keep her alive.
Hmm.
But I couldn't do it. Right after my 13th birthday, she tricked me to leave the house, and that's when she succeeded in taking her life. So that was the initial experience that was so devastating and changed my life completely. And at that time, I started to experience bouts of depression, and it really kept getting worse and worse until I was about 30. And
Wow.
then 30, I sat on my couch with my half written suicide note to make that decision. Am I going to stay or am I going to join my mom? And I heard a little voice in my right ear and it said, no, don't do it.
Hmm.
So in that moment, I chose to live and I knew I had to heal from depression. So that's when my journey really began to heal from depression. And I was doing that simultaneously as I was starting my beauty business, my image consulting business. So those two things were happening parallel to each other.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of you really saw me as I was going through that process. And I don't even
Yeah.
know if you knew that.
No, I did not. I didn't find out until later because I know every year around your mom's birthday, because we're friends on Facebook, how
Hmm.
you would post pictures of her and then tell your story. And she was
Yeah.
so beautiful and she was such a fashionista. So I can see how you got into that. So that's how I
Yes.
found out.
Yeah. She was my first beauty stylist, and she was such an inspiration and just really knew how to do a lot with what she had, but also to be very cost effective too, because my mom grew up in poverty and she was able to do things that a lot of other people probably couldn't, hadn't really figured out at that time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, but she was definitely an inspiration and somebody who wanted to make the world a better place herself.
Yeah. That's beautiful. So you, during that time, so not only were you dealing with that, but also starting your image consulting business. When
Mhm.
did you transition? Because then you transitioned out of the image industry for a hot second. I remember that. And that's when you started
Right.
doing Reiki and the chakras. So what led you to become a Reiki master? How did that happen? Or did the chakra come first? So get me set me straight.
No, well, Reiki came first.
Okay.
So I was trying everything I could to heal from depression. And there were so many things. And being in the San Francisco area, we had access to tons of things that we could do and a lot of things that were alternative therapies, which I prefer myself. And that's how I discovered my Reiki master teacher. And it was after I started doing Reiki on myself, and that was in the early 90s. So I was probably in my early 30s at
Okay.
that time. And little by little, I started to notice a difference. And I came to realize that, at least for me, depression was more a condition of me having a broken spirit than a disease of my mind.
Mm.
Because once I was able to heal my spirit, the depression finally lifted. It took about 5 to 6 years.
Oh, wow.
But, I'm really good at systematizing, putting things together. So the there became a point where people were just becoming more casual. and work as an image consultant. And I don't know if you found this to be true for yourself, just didn't seem to be as needed or as viable. And so I got more involved again in the beauty industry. But it was after 9/11.
Okay.
I saw the whole country in a state of depression after 9/11. And then Spirit spoke to me and said, you have a solution for this. Now it's time for you to become a Reiki master teacher and start teaching other people how to heal from depression.
Hmm.
And I went, oh, I love transformation. I loved it. I just loved it. So I went from transforming people's outer image to transforming their inner selves and really helping to bring that inner beauty and that glow from within.
So now explain to me, so the concept of energy healing and how it relates to Reiki, and then explain what Reiki is, because I'm sure there are a lot of people out here that probably are like, well, what is Reiki?
That's true. That's true. So, okay, I'll explain it through what Reiki is, and I'll show you some images of chakras because Reiki really helps to heal us on an energetic level.
Okay.
Reiki is a hands-on, and actually you can do distance treatments as well, but it's a hands-on healing modality that helps to quiet the mind and calm the emotions so you're peaceful within. And you do have to receive a Reiki attunement from somebody who is a certified Reiki master teacher. You can't just go online and say, hey, I'm tuning myself to Reiki by myself. You can't do
Right,
that.
right.
You really have to have a mentor, somebody, a teacher who can attune you and raise your own energy vibration so that you're channeling that universal healing energy. So Ray of Reiki means universal, that universal healing energy that encompasses everything. Ki, the Ki of Reiki, means your own personal healing energy. So everybody has Ki energy through their palm chakras right now.
Okay, I'm looking at
Now,
mine.
yeah, if you are balanced energetically and you're using that, your Ki on other people, you're going to be able to help balance them. But most people are out of balance. And so you can only give as good as you've got.
Okay.
When you are infused with the ray of Reiki, then you're getting it's really like a initiation to a higher energy vibration.
Hmm.
And if you believe that you're here for a reason, for a purpose, I feel like we are here to evolve our spirit.
Yeah.
We're here to evolve our spirit in life by discovering who we are, first of all, and then utilizing our innate gifts and talents to make the world a better place.
Yeah,
So when you
absolutely.
do that, all you have to do is be yourself, contribute your gifts, and you make the world a better place. That's how you evolve your spirit. But also, when you're doing energy healing and you get the Reiki attunements, that's another way to do it. So we're looking at healing the spirit, and that encompasses the chakras. So
Okay.
here I'll show you. Here we've got the chakra system, and this is like our inner rainbow. So if you think about nature's rainbow, it's the same as our inner rainbow.
Right.
And here we've got the color red. This is the first chakra. This is the most physical chakra. It's the one that connects and grounds you to Mother Earth, but it's the most physical, dense energy. So you can take action to walk your path. You can create things. You can manifest. You can do all that. It's masculine energy here. And then the seventh chakra at the top of your crown, this is the most etheric or least dense energy. This is where we receive our intuitive insights. So as you work your way up the chakra system, you have more conscious awareness about who you are and why you're here. Now, if you're balanced in every chakra, then you're receiving intuitive insights from source. You have clear vision to see the big picture and how you fit into it. That gives you purpose. You're able to communicate that vision clearly, have a sense of individuality, and you can communicate that clearly from the heart with love and compassion. You have a sense of self and the ability to persevere with compassion or with creativity and passion to walk your unique path in life. So when you have everything balanced, you have that available to you. you don't have constant mental chatter, you don't have anxiety, you don't have stress. Those things don't exist because you are balanced energetically.
Yeah.
So when the chakras are balanced, or actually the chakras radiate energy through and around the body to what we call the aura. And then the aura and the chakras together are the subtle energy body. You could call it soul, you could call it spirit. I just refer to it as spirit. And each one of the chakras is associated with a color, a sense, a sound, an endocrine gland, and various organs. So if you're out of balance energetically for a period of time, it's going to affect the associated organs. And what a lot of people don't realize is that you can have the symptoms of a disease before it actually hits the physical body. So if you can heal yourself energetically, then there's potential that you could heal the body before that dis-ease manifests in the body.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Now,
I think
most
that's what,
people,
and I don't mean to cut you off, but
no, go ahead.
I'm learning that our mind is very powerful in terms of how we can heal our
Mm-hmm.
body, you know, but it takes work. It's not something that you sleep on. You really have to be consistent with keeping that affirmation or whatever it is you're working on in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I've watched me do that with a lot of things in my own body.
No, that's good. And it can be very powerful, but it can also not be your best friend. Because for most people, the mind is filled with this constant programming, this
Chatter.
mental chatter that I say. So it's like things that you learned as you were growing up, depending on your culture, your family, if you went to church, if you were in a certain community, all of these things provided your own little programming in what I call tunnel vision. So you have this is how life is because this is what I learned growing up. And
Yeah.
your mind's kind of like that computer.
Yeah.
So it's constantly saying, you should do this, you should do that.
But
So if
what?
you
I
can't
think
quiet
people
it,
that meditate, because I meditate, I've learned how
yes,
to quiet that
yes,
horse. So, I'm not trying to make it sound like it's easy. I did say it takes work. So
it
you do
does.
have to learn how to be still and get it quiet. Stop the chatter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And a lot of people have trouble with that.
Yeah.
So Reiki helps a lot to quiet the mind. And if you're
Okay.
doing meditation already, you're ahead of the game because then you quiet the mind and you can receive those intuitive insights. Now, you can actually take pictures of the aura. If you see here, this is
Okay.
what I call a healthy aura, a healthy, vibrant, full aura. And this
Okay.
is a leaky aura. Most
So
people
tell me
have,
about the leaky. What's making that come out like that?
yeah, so we're born whole and vibrant, full of our own energy. And then we start getting programmed. We get taught to not be ourselves.
Hmm.
We have things happen to us. And so we leave bits and pieces of our energy behind.
Okay.
So much so that by the time we become a teenager or an adult, we have what I call leaky aura. And this is really being broken. This was my condition when I was just starting to heal myself. So we have a broken spirit and we need to heal that. The good news is when you do energy healing, you can actually heal that in like 15 to 20 minutes
Oh,
with Reiki.
really?
Reiki, you do
Oh,
initially you start doing longer treatments, but if you do Reiki every day for 15 to 20 minutes, you're going to have healthy aura and you're really going to have transformation happen in your life. I tell people that take my course, do Reiki for 30 days and your life will be transformed at the end of 30 days.
wow.
And it's really true. So it's a simple tool that you can use once you learn how to use it.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, that sounds really exciting. So, and
Hmm.
you said anyone can learn Reiki, or
Yes.
is it only for certain individuals? A certain personality or
Well, I would say that some people resonate with it more than others. And if it's something that you feel called to do, like, oh, that sounds like really good, I want to try that. It resonates with you, I'd say yes, you're the ideal person to take a Reiki class and start
okay,
practicing on yourself.
okay,
I teach people heal yourself first, then you become the example. And you cannot heal anybody but yourself.
right,
I learned that the hard way. And now I just look for those who are ready to heal and I listen. I
okay,
listen. And then they say the right things. I let them know what I do. And if they're ready and open, then that's how I get my students.
So
But
now, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't
go
mean to
ahead.
cut you.
No, go ahead.
So how would somebody prepare for a session? What do you do? What do you do? You come to you and say,
Well,
okay,
if they come to me for a session, all they have to do is show up.
okay. That's
And
half
then I
the
would
battle with
do, yeah,
everything, right?
all they have to do is show up, but they have to also live in my area. And I would do an energy reading. I'd read their chakras first and see what's happening energetically. And then this is what I'm going to do on you in a little bit.
Okay,
Then I have this chakra intake form because I'm in the beauty industry. We do intake forms. So
okay,
I look at, how much stress, anxiety, mental chatter do they have to start with? What's the condition of their chakras before? Then I do the treatment. And then I ask those 3 questions and I read the energy again afterwards. And they're
okay,
always balanced. I mean, I haven't had anybody that has still had leaky aura afterwards.
okay, okay. Wow, this is exciting. I can't wait to have mine done. So how many sessions are typically needed? And I
If
heard
you're
you say
coming to
earlier.
somebody, yeah, if you're going to somebody in person once a week for at least 4 weeks,
Mhm.
and by the 3rd week, you should be balanced.
Oh, wow.
And then after the 4 weeks, because you need to have that built up, it takes time. So after the 4th week, then you can go on maintenance. So maybe once or twice a month. Then I would say probably go twice a month and then maybe once a month. But ideally, you're going to take Reiki as well yourself so that you can practice on yourself every day. That's what's going to make the biggest impact. So if you're going in for treatments and you learn how to do Reiki on yourself, that to me is the ideal way to do it.
Okay. So now, can Reiki be used in conjunction with other forms of therapy or treatment?
Definitely,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay. And like
Mhm.
what are some of the other forms of treatment that are done in conjunction with Reiki?
Well, a lot of people with me just use Reiki. They might work on their diet. They might do some,
Okay. Okay.
different meditation. They might do some exercise. Some of them might already be in therapy.
Okay.
And, but I find that once they do the course and they take the 30-day challenge doing Reiki every day, their life really changes. And then they're building habits on how to stay balanced
Okay.
because that's my goal. I don't want to have people come in for it's not a one and done. You need to be consistent.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's really always the hard part, at least for me.
That's true.
I'm working at it. I'm getting a little better with it being consistent.
Right,
Now
right.
tell me, so are there any potential side effects to Reiki?
Um, we're working with energy. So there are no side effects. I
Okay.
would say 99.9% of the people that do Reiki or have it done, they definitely feel a benefit. There's always going to be somebody that says, no, I didn't feel anything, that didn't work for me, or oh no, I've got a headache. It's very rare, but those are the ones who are not really ready to heal or they're really not open to doing
Okay.
something like this. They think it's
Okay.
weird,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Well, because a lot of people think it's because it's so holistic that it's kind of out there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And there will
Absolutely.
be people that will be, that's like they'll almost, it's like, oh no, I didn't heal, so it doesn't work.
Right? Oh, of course. That's
No,
a classic. I want a refund. I want my money back.
yeah, no, it's not
Absolutely.
the Reiki, it's the person and their
Mhm.
willingness to actually heal.
Okay. Okay. So do you want to do a Reiki on me before we get into the next portion of the?
Sure, would you like that?
Yeah, yeah, let's do that now.
Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is we'll do the chakra intake form.
Okay.
So my first question for you is, on a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, how much stress do you have right now?
I would say probably 3.
Okay, that's not bad. How
You
much
know,
emotion?
that 3 is only because our house is in a remodel.
Oh,
And so, I've finished packing. Everything is packed. So now it's
oh my
just
gosh.
getting through it. So it's a little stressful, but not really. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely stressful, but
Not
you're
well,
calm
not
because you meditate.
well that and because I packed. and I packed ahead of time, and everything is
Good.
labeled. I know where things are. So
Wow.
yes, oh no, I did this ahead of time so I would not be stressed.
You're a
Yes.
pro. You could do a show just on that.
You know what? I'm good at organizing, and I always see it first before I do it.
Mm,
And so I knew
You're
where
the
everything was
visionary.
going to go. Oh, absolutely. And bam.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just now listening to the drills and all of that.
Oh, fun.
So it's not too
Okay.
stressful.
Yeah. Question number 2. How much emotional anxiety are you feeling right now?
None.
None. Okay. And how much mental chatter do you have right now?
Absolutely none. You know what? And
See,
just FYI, let me tell you something, Linda. I just recently retired. I retired in May. And it is interesting. After I retired, I shut everything off. And so I
wow.
wake up with a clear mind. I don't have anything on my mind. I don't have like, I got to do this. I need to do that. None of that. Whatever I want to do is what I do. And, I don't make a big deal out of it. If I get up and I go in
Mhm.
the sitting room, that's what I do. So it's a wonderful feeling to not have to think about what's next, because
Ah,
I know that right now I need to just relax and be in that place of now, the here and now,
mhm,
present.
mhm.
And I know that whatever's going to happen will happen. It will come. It'll show up. It'll let me know what I'm supposed to do next.
See, you're connected already. You're living the life, you're being in present time, you're doing what you're meant to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But
Okay.
I've had the best yoga instructors. I went to the Shivananda School of Yoga. Um, and the training was just incredible. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're already doing things that are healing, and you are not my ideal client, may I say,
Okay. Sorry.
because you have no anxiety, you have no stress. Well, yeah, you have a stress level of 3, but that's because your house is being worked on.
Right.
Most of my people come to me and they've got stress, anxiety, and mental chatter of 8, 9, or 10.
Okay.
And
Okay.
they're just spinning.
Okay.
So that would be my ideal client.
Well, let
But
me pretend. I can
I'm
pretend.
going
Want me to
No, you
pretend
don't
like
have to
that?
pretend. I'm going to read your
Okay.
chakras and we're going to find out what's really going on.
Okay. And you
So
know
if
what?
there
I mean,
is some stress or anxiety, we'll find out through you energetically.
okay.
So I read energy using a pendulum. You can see my pendulum.
Mhm.
When I say show me yes, it goes in a circle. When I say show me no, it goes back and forth. I'm not moving it, it's moving itself.
Oh, wow.
But I make my own pendulums because I love gemstones. That's part of the
You know what? And I
gemstone
have one of
therapy.
your pendulums. Mine is
From
blue.
way, yeah,
Yes,
a
it's
long
so
time
pretty.
ago.
Yes.
Did I have the pretty chain on it? Because I put the chains
Nope,
on them
nope.
now.
So I'm jealous.
I'm
I
gonna have
won't.
to get you. I'll have to get
Okay.
you a new one. I'll send you a picture and you can choose one. How's that?
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to start at the first chakra and I'm going to start reading your energy.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm saying,
Do I need to
show me the
stand up or
condition.
anything?
No, no, you can stay
Okay.
right there.
Okay.
I'm saying, show me the condition of Kelly's first chakra. Is Kelly balanced? You're balanced in her first chakra. Show me the condition of Kelly's second chakra. Is she balanced? So you're balanced in the second. Show me the condition of Kelly's third chakra. Balanced. So the lower 3 chakras are your foundational self.
Right.
This is physical, feeling, mental.
Okay.
So we need to have this going on. We need to have the physical connection to earth. We need to be able to feel and connect with others and have that sense of creativity. But our gut feelings also help to guide us. So we need that too. And then the mental aspect is we need to have this joy of learning, being able to put things together. Like when we receive an insight from source, we have to know how to put that into a logical linear order so we can bring it down to earth. So if we're bringing our gifts down to earth, these are the foundational things we need to be in our body and do what we're meant to do. You're balanced in each one of these.
Yeah.
If you were overcharged here, that would be your stress. If you're overcharged here, then that would be anxiety. If you were overcharged here, then that would be mental chatter.
Okay.
but you're in your body, you're present, you're balanced. So let's look, and nobody ever is. I have to say, I think maybe 3 other people in 20 years that I've been doing these readings have been balanced in any
Okay.
chakra, and you're balanced in the lower 3. So let's
Okay.
see what's happening with the upper 4.
Okay.
Show me the condition of Kelly's 4th chakra. So now here you're overcharged. Show me the condition of Kelly's 5th chakra, 6th, and 7th. All right. So you are overcharged in the upper 4 chakras.
Okay.
So while you're present and in your body, I think there's a lot going on. Are you finding that you have a lot of opportunities and a lot of possibilities and you're not sure what to do?
Constantly. That has always been my challenge, because I have so much creativity and so many things that I can do. Sometimes it's very difficult for me to choose which one to do. And I'm at that stage right now. And that's why I just block it out and try not to even think about what I need to do.
Okay. Okay. I'm seeing like an amusement park, and you got the merry-go-round, you got the music, you got all the rides, and you're kind of like this kid at the amusement park going, oh, which ride am I going to go on
Exactly.
first?
Exactly. And
You
they're
know?
like, make a decision, make a decision.
Yeah, but you want to do it all, but that's really kind of the vision I'm getting from this. Did you like
Yep.
amusement parks or merry-go-rounds?
Oh, absolutely. That's my favorite.
The
The
merry-go-round?
merry-go-round is my
Yeah, I
absolute
see it.
favorite.
I see it going around and around. You're like
Yeah.
in awe.
Yeah.
So when I do the distance treatment on you, you're going to end up being balanced in the upper chakras as well. That's
Mhm.
going to help give you clarity so that you can actually make choices.
Okay.
Doesn't mean that you don't have the opportunities and the possibilities, but it's going to help you to really hone in on how you can, I would say, make the biggest impact
Okay.
and not be kind of in that spinning stage, that indecisive stage.
Yeah. Perfect. That'll be great.
Okay. So give me a couple of minutes because I have to set you up for this treatment and then I can come back to you.
Okay.
Okay.
So while she's doing that, any of you out there need to be balanced? And if so, be able to email me, text us, let us know what it is that you're seeking and how you would like Linda to heal you. And at the end of the show, Linda is going to actually offer a discount on one of her readings, so then that way you'll be able to meet with her and have this done on yourself. And like I said, I am really excited about having her, because I've watched her do this for so many years. And to finally, I love this podcast situation that I have, where I can actually interview all of these creative, talented, and intelligent people that bring resources and knowledge. So go ahead, Linda. Are
Okay.
you
So
ready
now
for
I've
me?
got you in my hands and I
Oh,
feel this vibration happening in my hands. That is you. So you're definitely receiving the energy, and let me know if you feel anything. Close your eyes for a minute. You may not feel anything, but I feel it.
okay. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's give it at least 15 minutes and then we can find out afterwards. But we can still talk now. So we can
Okay.
talk while I'm doing this.
Okay. This is so exciting. So now, Linda, you have been a contributing author and featured speaker,
Hmm.
um, and so much more. What were some of the magazines you were in? Because I remember you used to be in
Skin
Skin
ink.
Ink, right?
Mhm.
I remember. What are some of the
Skin
others?
ink,
You did.
Dermascope,
Okay.
Well Spa 360, Day Spa magazine, Les Nouvelles Esthétique. I was even in Massage magazine. I'm going to be in a JD Academy of Salon and Spa magazine. I'm writing a color article for them right now.
Okay.
And those are the ones I can remember.
Okay. Right. I remember not only that, I remember actually going to those big conferences that you were involved in. 'Cause
Right,
I
right.
came to you. What was that conference? What were they called?
Face and Body
Right, face.
and IECSC, International Aesthetics Congress or Conference of Spa and Cosmetic. Here we go again.
Right, I remember.
IECSC, International. Okay.
It's
You
almost
see,
like a RECI,
my
huh?
mind
No.
has got holes in it. And then, so there were a few different shows I used to go to all around the country and
Okay.
speak.
So now how did your career as an international chakra psychic come about? How did that evolve?
Well, because I speak at the different trade shows around the country, there are people who come from around the world, really. And I would say probably most likely the United States, Canada, Mexico, Central and South America, but we get people from all around, mostly this continent. And so as my clients, as my students, that's how I was able to get people that were out of the country.
Oh, okay.
And I've been doing the energy readings for a long time. And I never really considered myself to be psychic, except that people kept telling me, "Oh, you're psychic." I'm like, "Oh no, I'm not."
Okay.
See, I don't see things. I'm not a psychic medium. So because I wasn't seeing things like a psychic medium, I didn't consider myself to be psychic. But
Mhm.
I finally came out of the closet and I realized that I can tell so much about a person just by reading their chakras. I get so much information. And then I have a whole chakra personality profiling system, and I can tell about a person and help them to understand themselves better as well. So that's why I came up with the term chakra psychic.
Oh, okay. So what are you doing now, Linda? What is your work now? What are you doing?
My favorite thing that I do in my business is mentoring.
Okay.
I have a Heal the Healer program that I put together quite a while ago, but I'm really focusing on that now. This is my mentoring program to help people that are broken to heal from anxiety and depression and
Okay.
become healers themselves using that Heal the Healer method. And I work with a lot of people that are in the beauty industry. They're doing hands-on treatments, and some of them really resonate with wanting to help others heal. And you don't have to be in the beauty industry to do this. You just have to have a desire to heal yourself and then be an example and help, to lift other people up.
Okay. Okay. So what were some of the early obstacles that you had in your career and how did you overcome them?
People thought that I was crazy or just thought that this whole thing was weird. And I mean, really, I started speaking in 2003 and all over California, especially, but around the country. And there were times I could see people's eyes rolling back in their head because they just had no idea what I was talking about.
Now, is Reiki now, is it more prevalent now as a
It
career?
is. It is because I've been promoting it, writing about
Okay.
it, speaking,
Okay.
teaching for over 20 years. And I
Okay.
know that I made an impact with
Nice.
that.
Nice.
But in the
Nice.
beginning, there were places that it was a little bit tough.
Okay. Okay. So now how do you care and nurture yourself? How do you take care of you?
I do
You
Reiki
do
every
Reiki on
day,
yourself? You do Reiki on you?
every
That's what I
single
was
day.
wondering.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And I actually do channeling regularly too, because I
Oh,
talk to my spirit council and I get advice and, you know, things to do. When I
okay.
need something to do, what's next? They help me out with that.
Okay. So Linda, we're gonna kind of segue into something a little bit different now. I want you
Okay.
to name three people that have inspired you.
Mm. So definitely Oprah Winfrey. I love how she was able to transform the world. And she's a transformer, the things that she was able to bring forth and help people see a whole new perspective on life.
Okay.
So just totally love her for that. And then Louise Hay, she wrote the first book that I read to heal myself, and that was You Can Heal Your Life.
Girl, that is my girl. I don't mean to stop
Um,
you, but I love me some Louise Hay. Okay.
oh my gosh,
Anybody that knows me, I refer that book to them.
I give that book.
Well, I'll
I
refer it. I
was
will give it.
working in San Francisco at the Elizabeth Arden Red Door Salon one day, and one of the women who worked there in sales, she was feeling so down one day, and she says, "Oh, I just don't want to live anymore." I went on my lunch break and I bought that. I went on a bus to a bookstore on Van
Nice,
Ness, bought the book, came back and gave it to her and stood
nice,
in front of her and told her how her life mattered to me.
nice.
And you should have seen the look on her face. But I've given that book away to so many people because it really works. It makes such a difference.
Yeah. When I would teach my self-esteem class with young girls, that is the book that I would use.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would use that book, and I mean, we would go over it in detail.
Hmm.
I still keep mine very close so I can refer to the back of it. You know, when you get a little ailment
Yes.
or something, you look it up and say, okay, what affirmation do I need to read? Okay, so that's
Right.
you. So you got Oprah, Louise Hay. Who's your third?
Oh, gosh, who would I say is my third? Well, Michelle Obama popped up into my head.
Okay, that's a
Um, just a powerful woman who likes to stay positive about things.
yeah.
Really powerful. And I could see her as president, although she won't do it.
No, she won't. She
She
didn't even want
doesn't,
her husband
doesn't-
doing it. Okay, so
no, she
she's like,
doesn't
"You
want
guys
that
are lucky
drama
I
and
let him
stuff.
do this. We're lucky that she let him do this." But yeah, no, she is definitely
Yeah,
the go-to. Her latest book was a hit for me, but anything that she writes, I just love me some Michelle. So you really
yeah,
picked three wonderful people. That's awesome.
yeah.
So now, Linda, what would the 9-year-old Linda say to the grown woman Linda today? What would she say to you?
I should think where I was living when I was 9. I think I was living in uh at least 2 different states. I would say to play more, have more fun.
Okay, play more, have more fun. Okay,
Hmm.
nice, nice. And so, Linda, as we get ready to close the show, before we close it, you're gonna come back to me. We're gonna do
Hmm.
that. But what I want you to do, you are offering a 50% discount on one of your chakra psychic readings for like
Hmm.
$125, correct? Am I
Right,
right?
right.
So how can people find you to get more information about that or to book a meeting with you?
Well, we'll have the link, right? Going to have the link for that
Right.
50% off. It's
Yes.
normally $250 for a chakra psychic reading, and you're going to get 50% off. So it'll only be 125, and that's a full hour with me. And I do the chakra reading like I'm doing here with Kelly. Then I also do some healing work with you. So you will get a distance Reiki treatment, but you also get a gemstone card reading and then potentially a trapped emotion release as well, which is very powerful. So by the end of the session with me, you're going to feel really good.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And my new website is chakra-psychic.com. And we'll have that link too. So, you can know how to spell that chakra-psychic. You have to put that hyphen between the two words .com. And then you can see my Heal the Healer program. And there's some things I'm still working on the site,
Okay.
but it's together enough for people to look at it now.
Yeah. And like I said, we'll definitely have that in the video. They'll have access to all of those different links. So you want to
Mhm.
come back to me before we close out and let me know
Yes. Yes.
the verdict?
So now, do you have any stress now?
No.
Okay. So you went from a 3 to a 0. And
Oh,
I
well,
would say,
but it's not a constant stress. It's just when
no,
they're
no, but it was
doing,
just for now. It was
yeah.
just a measurement for now.
Okay.
And then, so you didn't have any anxiety or mental chatter. So I suspect you don't have any now, right?
No.
Okay. So let me read your chakras again. So Kelly's first chakra balanced, second chakra balanced, third chakra balanced, fourth chakra balanced, fifth, sixth, seventh. So now you're balanced.
Hey,
Do you feel a difference?
I'm every woman. It's on. Um, you know what? I feel great, so I don't know if that could be it. I don't know what I'm feeling, but I like hearing what I heard. I'm
Mhm.
balanced.
Let me know in a day or two. because you might notice that some things clear up for you, and it's like, oh, you get one idea that you can really run with.
Okay, you know what? I will definitely stay in tune for that. I would love for that to happen.
Do you want me to pull a card for you too?
Okay,
Okay, let me grab them.
okay. This is so much fun. I love it. It's really good when
Love
you
the
get to
gemstone
find out
cards.
a lot about yourself. Okay. Let me please
There's nothing better than
hold the
that.
cards up again. Hold it up again. Hold it up again. I didn't get to see it. Okay, gemstone chakra cards.
And so here they are.
Okay. Oh, wow.
And do you want me to do a reading on you or just pull one card for you?
Well, do it all. I mean, I've never had a reading done and I've never had a card pull. So let's
Okay.
do it. You got me live and up close.
Yay. So think of something that you would like resolved, or maybe you want guidance or an issue that you want insight on. But just think of something that you want to know more about while I'm shuffling the cards for you. And then when you feel like I've shuffled the cards enough, let me know and I'll stop shuffling.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the first card on top is harmony, so I'm going to pull that aside for you.
Okay.
Now, do we want to do a past, present, future, or a situation outcome guidance reading?
A situation about guidance.
It's either a past, present, future reading or situation outcome guidance reading.
Hmm. Situation outcome guidance. I think I like that one.
Okay. So the first card, and you can do this either why don't you just give me 3 numbers
Okay.
in the order that you want me to pull the cards. So the first one will be the situation card, the next one will be the guidance card, and the last one.
How many cards are there?
Well, there's 36, now there's 35 cards.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the first one's situation, second one is outcome, the third one is guidance. So give me
Okay, so
3
for
numbers.
situation 4 came to my mind.
Okay. 6th chakra, which is what I think is your personality type. Okay.
And
Next
then
one.
the next one that came was 10.
Hematite for security. Okay.
Okay, and then 15.
And here we go. Sodalite clear vision. This is great. This is all
Oh,
making
wow,
sense
all the
here.
things that you were saying, I'm loving. Yes, yes, yes. This is so cool.
Let me check one thing here. I want to see what chakra personality type you are.
Oh, there's chakra personalities.
Mm-hmm. I created a whole profiling system.
Okay.
Yeah. You're the visionary.
That makes about good sense.
Do you see the big picture and how to put things together? It's like you can come up with all the little details that you need to put together your vision.
Oh, absolutely. I actually see it first. Whatever I want to do, I think about it. I close my eyes, I see it.
Uh-huh.
Then
Uh-huh.
I know exactly what steps to take next. And then it just happens. So then people would think that everything is easy for me. You know, they think everything comes easy, but they don't realize that I have to actually, it's a thought process that goes into that where
Uh-huh.
I'm constantly putting the pieces together, seeing, okay,
Uh-huh.
do this, do that. And I see it. I see it. So then I know exactly what to do. It was just like what I was saying about the packing. You
Yep.
know, I knew exactly where I wanted the boxes to go, how they were going to go, so they weren't impeding with the rest of the house where I could still move
Uh-huh.
around. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? So anyways, yeah. So I do
That's
see.
the gift. That's a true gift that a lot of people don't have.
I believe that.
And even if you tell people how to do that, there's still a lot of people still won't get it, or they don't want to do it because that's not their innate talent.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
have that ability to be the visionary. Now, also, do you find at times that you see problems? You see what can be potential problems?
Oh,
Like if,
absolutely.
like you can see the problem, and has anybody ever called you a pessimist or negative because, oh, this is going to happen if you keep doing this?
No, I get the opposite where people think, Kelly, you can't be real. You're always so happy. And I'm thinking, who says that to people? People think I'm too happy. So I'm like, yeah. So no, I actually get the opposite where people act like I don't have problems or that I don't have a real life because I'm always smiling. It's like, really?
No, but do you see problems ahead of
Oh,
time?
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I do. I get a feeling, I
Mhm.
get a feeling and sometimes even when I see the problem, I don't always have the solution. I don't always know how to figure it out. I can tell you
Well,
that.
the flip side of being the visionary is that sometimes you can focus on the minutia. You can get caught up in the little details too much, or sometimes the visionary will get paranoid. But that's when you're out of balance. If you're in balance, you're going to see the big picture and see all the little pieces that you need to put it together, like the eagle.
Yeah.
So we had Walt Disney was a 6,
Okay.
but also so was Hitler.
Oh, that's
So you
scary.
have the two extremes, right? But you're more like Walt Disney, of course.
Okay. Thank
Having
you.
beautiful things, of course. Yeah. No, I just wanted to say that each personality type has the potential to be really great, or then they have opposite, stuff that happens as
So
well.
they can use it
But of
however
course
they want to use it.
but you're of course using it for the positive.
Yeah.
So here we've got your situation
So girl, you're
relates
gonna
to an
have me because
issue.
I got all kinds of chakra books and everything. I'll be looking up my sixth chakra. Okay. I'm gonna learn a little bit more about it.
Well, I will help you with that too, because I haven't written a book on that. This is
Okay.
my own
Okay.
system.
Okay.
And in fact, I will give you a chakra personality profile reading. How's that?
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
do that for you.
Okay.
But yeah, so this is the situation, is that you are the visionary and you really see how things can be put together. And that's fabulous. So now let's see, how can you use that? So the outcome, this card represents the potential result of your action or inaction, is security. Hematite is a stone that represents the first chakra. The first chakra, remember, is masculine energy.
Right. Right.
And this chakra really covers all the basics: food, shelter, clothing, feeling safe and secure in your environment, feeling safe and secure in your body.
Okay.
So you definitely want to have security, because when you feel safe and secure, then you can take action to walk your path.
Yeah.
So that's what hematite brings. Hematite really gives you that security that you need to feel safe to do the work that you do. So to be the visionary, to really step out there onto the tiny branches and do the work that you do, you need to feel safe.
Okay.
And because you're guided, I think that guidance is what's helping you to stay within that safety realm,
Hmm.
because you've got a spirit council around you that really is helping you and cheering you on. So that sodalite, this is the insights on how to proceed based on the two cards before. Sodalite represents the sixth chakra, which is for clear vision,
Oh my
seeing the big picture.
goodness. And
Yeah,
I picked these cards, didn't I?
these are the ones you picked. Yeah, and
Wow.
wait till you see the last one.
Wow.
So Sodalite says, we provide mental clarity and focus. Tap into knowing that goes beyond the physical into the spirit realm. We allow you to see your vision clearly so you can align thought and words into actions to reach your vision. We provide peace of mind and clarity on unclear thoughts or ideas. Use us to visualize and realize your dreams.
Wow.
So you could have sodalite in your office or wherever it is you're figuring out what you're doing. And just having that stone there to touch it, to look at it, is going to help you
Okay.
to
That's
create the things that you need to create.
nice.
And then I always like to pick the stone or the card that's on top. And this one's Unikite. And this is harmony. This is the heart chakra. We've got two colors for the heart, both pink and green, kind of a corally pink, but this is the heart chakra card. And the heart is the place where it's the bridge between the lower self.
Okay.
Here's the heart chakra. It's a bridge between the lower self and the higher self. So the heart's really the first place that you start to connect to who you are within, to discover that who you are makes an impact, and you want to be more conscious. Conscious awareness begins at the heart. So when you're combining the two colors, we bring both colors of the heart chakra, pink and green, together for a potent infusion of love and harmony. Your heart is your true power center, your bridge to conscious awareness through pure feeling. The heart is a powerful transformer. You gain understanding and compassion by feeling what others feel.
Oh
We
my
help
God.
you to stay tuned to your heart frequency. Use us to experience love and harmony as your guiding source.
That man, wow. They're all me.
It is. It ties it all in together.
Absolutely. Wow. This is exciting. So Linda, thank you so much for this. And thank you for being a guest on Straight Talking with Kelly, where real conversations happen. Last parting words from you. What would you say to the audience?
Well, I want to say thank you, Kelly. You have a real gift for bringing thoughts and ideas to people that they may not have had exposure to before. And I really love you and appreciate you bringing me here. So for everybody, I want you to know that your life matters to me and that you make the world a better place just by being you. You don't have to change, only peel away the layers that are not you so that you can be
Oh,
yourself and share your innate energy vibration with the world.
that's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. So thanks again. And thank you for joining us for Straight Talking with Kelly. I hope you enjoyed our conversation on topics that matter. This topic really mattered. To stay connected with us, stay up to date with the latest episodes, you gotta subscribe, comment, like, share, and come back. So you might be next as a guest. Again, Linda, thanks
Thank
for
you,
being here.
Kelly. Thank
All
you.
righty.
Mwah. Love you.
Love you back, bro.